Hey guys, welcome to Cloth 101. Let's talk a little bit about the basics about cloth diapering. I've been cloth diapering for a little over a year now, since my first son was about 9 months old. He is 2 years old now, and I also have a 2.5-month-old baby boy as well, and I've been cloth diapering him since we brought him home from the hospital. So let's talk cloth diapering. First, let's talk a little bit about the different types of cloth diapers. So first of all, the two components to a cloth diaper are a waterproof part of it and an absorbent part of it. You need these two things in order to succeed at cloth diapering. Something has to absorb the pee and something has to prevent the pee from getting on the clothes, right? So that's what you need in order to cloth diaper. The first type of cloth diaper is an all-in-one. So it's something that has it all in one. It has the waterproof outside with the absorbent inside. This is the Thirsties Natural All-in-One one size, and it has bamboo and cotton on the inside with the waterproof outside. You can see it has a couple tongues in here, but it's all sewn into one big thing. You take this thing, put it on the baby, and you are done. It's just like a disposable. You're just slapping it on the baby. Another option is a pocket diaper. So you have the waterproof outside, and there's a pocket in this back part that you can stuff the absorbent inside into. So this is just the cover. It has the pocket in there, and this is an insert that you stuff inside of it for the absorbent part. This one in particular is an Elemental Joy diaper, and these are super duper affordable. I will leave a link down below to my first impression review of this guy. If you are on a budget, this is probably my #1 recommendation. So check out the link down below if you are interested in that. Next, we have an all-in-two system. So remember our all-in-one, it's all sewn in together. This is an all-in-two, so you've got two different components. You have the waterproof outside cover with an insert, and this one in particular snaps into the diaper. It snaps in on two different snaps here. This is the Buttons brand, and it's their one size diaper. So you have the outside waterproof cover, and this inside piece is a hemp cotton blend that snaps in, that you're actually using for the absorbent part. So it snaps all in together, so it's kind of like a disposable as well. You're just taking this whole thing, wrapping it on baby, and snapping it shut. It's just one smooth motion for the diaper change. You can also use just covers over other absorbent material. So this is another Buttons brand cover, and it has the little snaps in there for you to snap in the insert, but you don't have to use a snap-in insert with it. You can just use another absorbent material inside. So let me show you some other options for the inside of your diaper if you're just going to be using covers. You can go with the most basic form of a diaper, which is a flat diaper. It's just one big old piece of fabric that you fold up to either wrap around the baby like an old school flat diaper, you know, pin it on the baby and actually wrap it and fold it up. Or like I had it, you can just pad fold it. So you're just folding in half, and then folding into thirds so that you have a pad for the inside of your diaper. You can literally just lay this right inside the cover and put it on your baby, and you're good to go. It's just like this all-in-two system, but it's not actually snapped in. You can also use pre-folds, which are kind of a step up from a flat. This has a more absorbent center section, and it's a little thinner on the outside. These might be what you think of as an old-fashioned diaper. You can also just pad fold these. You don't have to wrap them around the baby. Fold it up into thirds, put it inside your cover, slap it on the baby. You can also use something called a fitted diaper, this is kind of like putting on two diapers. You have this here that's all absorbent, and you snap it onto your baby. That's the absorbent part. You still have to cover it with something. So that's step one, snap this onto baby. Then you put this cover over top and snap that onto baby as well. I think of a fitted and a cover as kind of a two-step diapering system. It's like you're putting on two diapers. So if you're comparing it to disposables, where it's just one smooth motion putting on one diaper, it's kind of like you're putting on one diaper and then you're putting another diaper on top of it. So you have the absorbent part on the inside with the waterproof part on the outside. You also have the snap-in inserts. Like I was telling you guys before, this one is just a Best Bottom brand. Best Bottom inserts are compatible with the Buttons brand covers. They still both snap into one another, even though they're not the same brand. You also have things called boosters, which are just extra little material to add a little bit of extra absorbency to your diapers. These are both hemp boosters. Hemp is a great material for holding a lot of moisture. It holds a ton of pee. This is just a Green Mountain diaper size small hemp insert. See, they're very trim. It's not very bulky on the baby's butt. And then this one is a larger. This is the Thirsties brand large hemp insert. So you just add these in addition to other absorbency inside the diaper. So let me show you how I would use them. You have this all-in-two system, the Buttons all-in-two system. I would take this little booster here and tuck it back behind, like in between the cover. So you got cover, booster, and then the snap-in insert. And so it's all still staying together. You don't have to worry about it slipping out or anything. Throw that on baby and you've got that extra little boost of absorbency. For a fitted diaper, you can do the same thing. You can put the fitted diaper around baby and then add your little booster on the outside between the cover and the absorbent part on the inside. Slap the cover on it and you've got that 3 layers. You've got cover, booster, and the actual diaper part. Now, in addition to these waterproof covers, you can also use wool as a cover, and that's a completely different video all on its own. I just want to kind of mention it here. You have other options as far as covers are concerned. This is just an old wool sweater that my mom got from Goodwill, and she made a pair of wool longies or pants out of it. You can literally just put the absorbent part on the baby. So this is a fitted diaper. Snap that on the baby, and instead of putting this waterproof cover on top that's made of PUL, you can just put these pants on the baby and it will be waterproof for them. Like I said, wool is a whole different story all on its own, but just keep it in mind if you're wondering about other options. You can totally do a lot with wool. Wool is very cool. Now, if you do end up going with something like a flat or a pre-fold diaper, you might want to wrap it around the baby. You might want to actually lay it out like a traditional diaper. You know, you've got it in 3s. You can fold it in, then just kind of splay out the hip section, tuck it up on baby, and then fold over the corners to make it into an actual diaper. Then you can secure that with a snappy. These things are pretty cool. They're the modern way to pin a diaper. They have little claws on here that you can snap on one side, snap on the other, and then pull it down to snap instead of using the old school pins to fasten a diaper. Next, let's talk a little bit about wipes. If you're gonna be cloth diapering, you might as well be using cloth wipes instead of disposable Huggies or Pampers or whatever. This is just an old Huggies container that I have my cloth wipes in. This wipe in particular is a Buttons brand flannel wipe. It's very thin and super easy to use. I think it's very similar to a kind of like the texture of a disposable wipe just because it's so thin. It's not like a big thick wipe. Some of these that I have in here, this one here is a Green Mountain Diapers bamboo terry wipe. It's kind of just like a washcloth. It's pretty thick and big. You can throw the wipes into this little container, put some water in there, and they are wet and ready to go. You can also use a spray bottle full of water or wipe solution and just spray them each individually if you don't want to keep them all moist and wet in here. You can also add, instead of just water, you can add a little bit of a wipe solution, which I could show you guys how I make my wipe solution. I just add some lavender oil, tea tree oil, and a little bit of soap with some hot water, mix it all up, and you can throw it into the wipes container to make them smell nice. And then the tea tree oil helps the bacteria not grow, so you're not getting like moldy stuff in your wipes. And then it also has some soap in there, so you can actually get a better, easier clean when you're wiping the butt. Next, let's talk a little bit about wet bags. These are just waterproof PUL products that you can store dirty diapers in. This is just a little like regular, I don't know, you'd call it like a medium size wet bag. If you're out and about and you have a dirty diaper, you can throw it in here to take it home. You're not able to throw your diapers away in the trash like you would when you're regularly using disposables. So you have to find a place to store your diaper while you're out to bring it back home to wash it. So a wet bag is nice, it's waterproof. You throw the dirty diaper in there, zip it right up, and you don't have to worry about it being smelly and gross and yucky. You can also use really big wet bags at home to store all of the day's dirty diapers. This is just, I bought this on Amazon. Both of these are just Amazon wet bags, really cheap, super affordable. This has a big pocket in the main part, but it also has a little bit of a smaller pocket in the front. So you could take this if you're like going away for a day or maybe a weekend trip or something. You can put your clean diapers in the front and then put all your dirties in the back so they're separate from one another. You can also use things like pail liners, which is just the waterproof material, kind of like a trash bag, but it's waterproof, and you throw it inside of like a trash can or another kind of pail for storing dirty diapers. I personally like to use just these cheap little laundry baskets from the dollar store, and I don't put any kind of liner in it. I just throw the diapers directly in here and then just kind of wipe it out or spray it with some Lysol when it's laundry day, just kind of keep it a little clean. So that's how I like to store my dirty diapers. You can also just use the big wet bags or the pail liners. Actually, the thing, some people might think it's kind of gross to put your diapers directly into an open container like this, but that actually, contrary to what you may think, helps cut down on the smell. When you keep the diapers like all confined in here and the air can't circulate around them, they get smellier than if you were to just leave them out in an open container like this. Just FYI. Another super great accessory is a sprayer, a diaper sprayer. You hook it up to your toilet, to the water line on the back, and you can spray out the poo and the yucky stuff from the diapers. That is a godsend. It is one of the main reasons why so many people are able to succeed at cloth diapering. You don't have to get too close and yucky with the poo when you have a sprayer. Okay, I'm sorry guys. I know that was a lot of stuff to take in at once. If you have any questions in particular, please leave them down below. If there's anything in particular you want a video more in depth about, please let me know down below. I want to put out something that you guys find helpful. I know that this was kind of like an overload, but this is just kind of the very, very basics. Maybe this is just episode 1 in a Cloth 101 series here on my channel. So let me know what you guys want to see down below. So I hope this was at least a little bit helpful for you guys. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. If you found it even kind of helpful, let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys next time.